This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Telecom granted e-wallet license. PNG to experience peak of El Nino. And late to Port Moresby highway test drive successful. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Jaylee Sapies. Thank you for joining us. The Telecom Financial Services Limited has been granted license to operate a brand new e-wallet which will reshape how customers of Telecom PNG will buy, sell and save. This portrays a massive shift in the digital economy.
CEO for Telecom PNG Amos Tepi says the granting of this license is important and acknowledged Bank of Papua New Guinea's commitment in bringing this approval to completion.
This was not an easy approval. It was lengthy. It was vigorous, and it came with strict process and compliance requirements at every stage. We say that with respect, not complaint, because a license that is easy to obtain is a license that means very little. This one was earned, and the standard you led us to this is the reason our customers can have confidence in what we are about to offer them.
He said this license will provide an opportunity for Telecom PNG in ensuring it possesses the right technology.
It's also an opportunity to show what Telecom Group is doing to make sure this country has the right technology in place to meet the central bank's objective for fintech. Technology that is secure, that is compliant, and creates room for innovation and growth rather than limiting it.
Mr. Tepi acknowledged the support of the Bank of Papua New Guinea and the Kumul Consolidated Holdings in ensuring this innovation push through and recognized the consistent backing of the Minister for State-Owned Enterprises, William Duma. Meanwhile, the Governor for Bank of Papua New Guinea, Elizabeth Genia, emphasized on the need for having such innovation.
As you have heard, it's very tough, very diligent in our process. But it is also important to do that because we recognize this is an important, positive development for the Papua New Guinea's payments sector. The way people and business access and use financial services is changing. We all know that. Digital payments, mobile financial services, and electronic transfers are becoming an increasingly important part of our everyday economic activity. And the bank welcomes that development.
She said Telecom has an established reach, therefore this development gives the company an opportunity to make a meaningful contribution to the more accessible and efficient payment system. Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Telecom PNG Limited CEO Amos Tepi said the transformation is expected to improve financial inclusion, particularly for farmers in rural and remote communities.
Telecom PNG Limited CEO Amos Tepi highlighted that the digital platform will provide farmers with easier access to financial services without the need to travel long distances to banks. It will enable farmers to receive payments, transfer money and make purchases using mobile technology.
Governor, with the central bank's policy on financial inclusion, Telecom Financial Services will now take up its position and reach the entire country. Our payment system will enable the coffee grower, the cocoa corporate producer, the vanilla farmer, the oil farm block owner, the fishermen, workers in mining, gas and petroleum, the SME operator, the street vendor, the vegetable grower at the local market, and the list goes on.
He added that the initiative will help reduce reliance on cash, improve transaction security, and create better opportunities for farmers to participate in the formal economy.
For all of them, this license means access. This means businesses and industries across every sector can carry out their activities more efficiently, more effectively, and with far greater convenience than the cash economy allows today. Money that once took days and long travel to move will move in seconds from a mobile phone wherever a telecom signal reaches.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Minister for State-Owned Enterprises William Duma has acknowledged the importance of the e-wallet license granted to Telecom PNG, describing it as a major step towards expanding digital financial services in Papua New Guinea.
Minister Duma says the e-wallet will provide greater opportunities for people to access convenient digital payment services.
Ladies and gentlemen, when Telecom Financial Services receives its e-wallet license, on the surface, most of us will think that it's just another single regulatory approval for a single company. But as Minister, I want to be very clear about what this actually represents. In my view, and I stand to be corrected, it is the first step of a state entity, a company owned by our own people, moving beyond connectivity into the business of digital finance.
Representing Telecom Group Board of Directors, Gideon Carley says the license reflects Telecom's continued commitment to innovation and improving services for its customers. He commended the joint efforts put into the successful granting of the e-wallet license.
So let me close with thanks briefly and sincerely to Minister Duma for the policy conviction that made this pursuit possible in the first place, to the Governor of the Bank of Papua New Guinea and the employees for holding us to the standard this moment required, to Chairman Maladina, Professor Kavanamur and the team for the stewardship of this company as a national asset, to my Chairman Rondoke, Chairman Pepson and CEO Tepi for the leadership that carried this from ambition to license, and to my fellow directors for the diligence we brought to this process together at every table and every committee meeting along the way.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
A team from the Department of Works and Highways successfully completed a historic test drive along the transnational highway from Lae to Port Moresby.
Led by the Department of Works and Highways Secretary Gibson Olemba, a total of 15 vehicles departed Morobe and successfully traveled overland to Port Moresby. Arriving at the Department of Works and Highways headquarters at 7:30 p.m. yesterday, the successful journey demonstrates the progress being made in establishing a direct road connection between Lae and Port Moresby, linking communities across Morobe, Gulf and Central Province. Secretary Gibson Olemba announced that the official opening of the road will fall on the first week of September.
So Papua New Guinea, let me announce to all of us that the road is fully connected, is accessible as we speak. But we will allow Prime Minister to officially open it after his maiden trip, and then we will advise the public on the accessing the road. For now, we have asked the officers to close off the road and tidy up for the next 2 weeks to wait for Prime Minister's maiden trip, which will happen on the first week of September.
He also highlighted plans to launch other major infrastructures, followed by the official launching of the road.
September. So, Lamibla Tribe Loya Kogata Lokoroka on the 8th of September, Prime Minister will open also the 19 bridges that we recently completed from Enganofi to Mangiro under the ADBC program, and also open the university buildings. Now opening 4-lane Lokoroka Pamibla walk long him. At the same time, he might decide to drive all the way to Tari to connect the entire Papua New Guinea from southern region to Momase up into Highlands region.
He said the Maraperoso government is pleased with the results.
So let me announce to our country on behalf of the Maraperoso government, the Prime Minister himself, the Minister, who is not able to make it this time because of the cabinet meeting that was happening today. They are very so happy to see and hear that the road is finally connected under their leadership and the policy that the Maraperoso government has set out to connect the rest of the country. This road in itself is, in a nutshell, it's a Connect PNG itself.
The transnational highway forms part of the broader Connect PNG program aimed at opening up missing road links, connecting rural communities, and improving access to markets, education, health services, and economic opportunities. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Japan government has uplifted the policing mobility and operational capacity of the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary by gifting 60 police fleets and associated spare parts. The formal handover was held at the Bomana National Center of Excellence.
Of the 60 vehicles, 25 were delivered to Lae, while 35 in the nation's capital. Japan's ambassador to Papua New Guinea, Isanobu Mochizuki, attended the presentation ceremony with Elamoto CEO Masarao Mikami and other Japan dignitaries. The donation of 60 vehicles to the police force in Papua New Guinea is a grant provided under the Economic Social Development Program worth 500 million Japanese yen, which is equivalent to approximately 12.8 million kina.
Today, I am particularly pleased to announce 60 police vehicles will be handed over to the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary. The provision of these vehicles is intended to strengthen the mobility and operational capacity of Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary.
This assistance provided addresses pressing issues in the security sector, promoting peace, security, and public order. It will enable police officers to respond more effectively to incidents, reach communities, and provide policing services.
In this regard, Japan hopes these vehicles will become practical tools in supporting police officers in their daily duties and ultimately in creating safer communities.
Police Commissioner David Manning expressed gratitude to the Japan government for this donation and explained that allocation of the police vehicles will be done based on the need. He said the donation fills an important area of mobility in policing.
They are entrusted to the RPNC on behalf of the people of Papua New Guinea and must be used professionally, lawfully, and for policing purposes only. Mobility is essential to police credibility. When police cannot move, police cannot respond.
An important point also emphasized by the police commissioner is the responsibility that is attached to these police fleets, and every police command must take note. Commissioner Manning reiterated the assistance will improve frontline policing.
These vehicles will assist officers to attend to complaints, support victims, conduct follow-up inquiries, and maintain a visible policing presence in priority locations. Papua New Guinea's operating environment places heavy demands on policing, as we all know.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Police Minister Sir John Pundari also joined the presentation ceremony of the 60 police fleets today, expressing that this donation complements the Marape-Rosso government's wider policy of strengthening the police force capability in the country.
The ceremony represents the successful conclusion of an important bilateral assistance project. The project was formally established through the signing and exchange of diplomatic notes in Port Moresby on the 19th of February 2024. It was between His Excellency Nobuyuki Watanabe, who was the former Japan ambassador, and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Justin Tachenko. Police Minister Sir Pundari said Japan has again demonstrated the value of genuine partnership.
Papua New Guinea values friends who understand that development is not only about infrastructure and economic cooperation, but also about safety, order, and the confidence of citizens in their public institutions.
The police fleets will fill in the practical gaps of policing, where mobility remains a main area of concern, Police Minister said Japan government is strengthening the ability of RPNGC to meet important responsibilities of the force.
These vehicles support the government's wider reform agenda for the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary. We are working to rebuild capability, improve discipline, strengthen accountability, modernize operations, and place greater emphasis on visible, community-focused policing.
Deputy Secretary of Policy and Planning Wing Michael Kumung attended the event on behalf of National Planning Minister Se Hanopala and said on the initiatives supported by development agencies.
As an agency that is coordinating all our development partners in-country program, we do appreciate and acknowledge the immense support that the Japanese government has contributed to this country. Notably, the presence, especially in the ODA, Overseas Development Agency support, especially the grant support that they've been supporting us, and also the consistent loans, which have been part of some of the very important infrastructure development in our countries.
He acknowledged Japan government for being a close partner and contributing to many projects in Papua New Guinea.
One of the things that we have noted through the department is the coordination and alignment of the in-country program by our partners. They respect the country's visions and development. We have got the medium-term plan. We have got the Vision 2050, all the policy framework that we have. Our partners have basically aligned the in-country program supporting us. And the Japanese embassy has basically done that by supporting the critical areas of development in this country.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Soft and Lovely Hair Growth Cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, and incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trends Salons, and all retail shops near you.
EMTV brings to you a fresh new talk show program in 2026. Watch our exclusive interview with special guest, Honorable James Marape, Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, as we discuss government programs and projects since 2019. Walk by Talk, coming soon on EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Papua New Guinea is expected to experience the worst impacts of the current El Niño season between September and November. The National Weather Service warns that during the peak period, drought conditions will worsen across the country and communities must prepare to cope with the situation.
The Assistant Director of Climate Services, Cassis Inapes, said the current El Niño condition is much stronger compared to the ones experienced in 1997 and 2015. According to PNG Weather Service, El Niño was officially declared on the 16th of June 2026 and has since been worsening in terms of its impact across the country. Explaining the whole process, Mr. Inapes said the drought is expected to reach its peak around September, October and November.
So once that El Nino has been declared, then it goes through a process of growth, strengthening, maturing and decay. So when we declared it in June 16, 2026, then it started to strengthen itself from June to where we are now. So by September, October, November, it will start to mature. When it matures, that's when you expect the highest intense impacts.
Inapes said conditions should begin to improve during the next wet season from December through February, with the El Niño expected to weaken and eventually dissipate between March and May 2027.
The next wet season, which is December, January, February, it will start to weaken. So by next year, March, April, May, then it will die off. It will decay. So that's the timeline. This is the stages in which El Niño develops, matures, decays.
The PNG Weather Service is urging communities to prepare for the peak period and take measures to cope with the prolonged dry conditions.
Don't blame the information. Don't say, oh, you say this and this is going to happen. No. We need to start taking heed of the information, and wherever we are, we try to educate, raise awareness and tell them this is what we do, this is how we need to do, while waiting for the government or whoever support that will come with it will come now or later or when, we don't know.
The warning comes as communities across several parts of the country continue to report reduced rainfall and growing pressure on water and food supplies. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Several provinces across Papua New Guinea are facing an increased risk of drought as rainfall continues to decline ahead of the expected peak period of the current El Niño season.
The Assistant Director of Climate Services says National Capital District and Gulf Province are already in drought critical status, meaning they are experiencing drought conditions with severe food and water shortage affecting communities.
Our drought early warning system that we have that monitors drought status across the country, NCD and Gulf provinces are already into what we call drought critical status, meaning that they are already experiencing drought as we speak.
Residents in the nation's capital are experiencing the impacts of dry season. Community representative of Erima Siroko Road shared the challenges they are facing in terms of water shortage and called for quick government intervention.
El Nino, every morning, afternoon and lunchtime. Because of El Nino now. Now 2 or 3 weeks water been shut down stop. After 2 or 3 weeks time, water come one plus single day now. Or mama beginning or the water plenty of assistant or government or leaders. Or can come look away or maybe yellow water. Water was everyday source of life live here. Also big problem on the water yellow Erima.
Other provinces, particularly in the Highlands region, parts of Southern region, Milne Bay, Western and Oro province, have remained on drought alert for the past 3 months. As conditions worsen, a situation report from Manao Health Center in Oro province indicates that the health center currently experiences critical water shortage. Officer in charge Isaac Sabeva says the situation has now reached a critical level and is directly affecting the ability of the health center to maintain hygienic and effective health service delivery. Furthermore, the drought condition is severely affecting food security and water availability in areas across the country. Mimi Pio, National MTV News.
Mount Hagen Market is slowly running out of greens and fresh vegetables due to dry weather caused by El Nino.
The Mount Hagen market, known as the food basket of the country, is slowly running out of fresh vegetables due to the effect of the El Nino. Supplies coming into the market have declined significantly while demand remains high. This morning, most of the food storage areas at the Mount Hagen main market were empty due to the shortage of fresh produce. In the past, these areas were filled with bags of fresh produce and there was usually a surplus. However, this morning the situation was different. Speaking to farmers this morning, it was noted that planting activities have declined in many households due to the hot condition. Farmer says the soil has become too dry and difficult to cultivate.
Then go under 150 kina, then go under 170, 180, 190. Now go under block 200, 220. I'm block sales go out to 250 kina. So when the price I'm not start. Okay. Now faster. The price I'm start from Medang Lane must be.
Mrs. Pora said a bag of cabbage that previously sold for between 40 kina and 50 kina is now being sold for as much as 250 kina due to the shortage at the Hagen market.
So time 50 kina have no price no problem president and big money one bag 16 now price is so we will start up 70 kina 80 kina now go anta 100 kina then go under 150 kina then go under 170 180 190 now go under block 200 220 sales go out to 250 kina. So when the price I'm not start.
Another farmer, Josephine Paul, also shared her views on the impact of El Nino.
9 moon cost, 10 moon cost, everything was moon and a we do supply long rain time. Then people transition now them out. The middle of planning cake and mad. So really time people order him to make him lane and really time like mad. 10 moon cost and
the situation shows that while demand for fresh vegetables remains high, food supplies are declining significantly. Farmers fear that by the end of September, most greens could become unavailable due to the lack of planting activities. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
As the dry spell continues to affect the country, in the Oro province, Governor Gary Jufa confirmed that most of the coastal areas in the province are being affected, particularly Tufi and Wanigela.
Governor Jufa said the provincial government has done some scoping mission and initial delivery of goods and services to the areas affected by the dry spell. However, the governor said more needs to be done.
Just directed the administrator to draw down on. We've got about 1 million kina left in our disaster account, and to use as much of that as possible to take, address the issues in Tufi, Wanigela, and other parts of coastal Oro province that are affected. El Nino is definitely affecting us. It's a reality. That's why I raised this in Parliament some time ago about the preparedness of the country in terms of how we're going to manage El Nino.
Jufa said he is pleased the Treasurer announced that the government has secured 300 million kina that will be accessible by provincial governments to address the El Nino situation.
For us, long term, we've allocated a portion of land in Poponeta town, and we've started building a provincial disaster management center, and we're hoping to get some assistance from the national government to do that as well. But yes, El Nino is very real. We can see it and feel it, and our people are very resilient, but they do need assistance, especially when it comes to medical and water and other basic goods. We are attending to that. Our provincial disaster management unit is doing a good job. They're stretched at the moment, but they are making the effort.
Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the NASFAN market report. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2258 in the interbank market. At BSP, your kina was buying $0.2183, $0.3016 Australian dollars, 0.1791 euro, and 34.48 Japanese yen. Now looking at commodity prices, at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, and the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Serving for over 25 years, the International Training Institute ITI is one of the leading higher education institutes accredited by DS. We offer diploma in business management, business accounting, marketing management, small-medium business management, human capital management, information communication technology, and tourism and hospitality management courses.
Download our application from our website and apply now for July intake 2026 and February intake 2027. Application is open for July intake. ITI, investing in quality and affordable education for your future.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
A closer look. This platform aims to educate, inform, and discuss issues on politics, health, education, infrastructure, resources, climate change, among other stories that affect the people of Papua New Guinea.
Join the team and I at 7 p.m. on Sunday nights, right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Church, community, health, legal, and justice stakeholders in the Simbu province have completed a 5-day sorcery accusation-related violence workshop and training of trainers program in Kundiawa. The training and workshop aim to strengthen community protection and coordinated responses to sorcery accusation-related violence, gender-based violence, and drug and substance abuse in communities.
The 5-day training brought together representatives from the church, health, police, justice, legal, and community sectors to strengthen a coordinated approach to preventing violence and protecting vulnerable people across Simbu province. The training focused on strengthening awareness and prevention, improving institutional collaboration, developing referral pathways and service mapping, and equipping participants with skills to become trainers within their own communities. Key facilitators included representatives from the Kundiawa Police Drug Squad, the Simbu Provincial Health Authority Family Support Center, the Office of the Public Solicitor, Voice Inc., and the Melanesian Institute. During the training, Most Reverend Bishop Paul Sundu, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Kundiawa, emphasized the church's teaching on the dignity and sanctity of human life. Bishop Sundu also acknowledged the important work being carried out by the community leaders and challenged participants to continue promoting peace, respect for human dignity, and protection of life within their communities. The training of trainers component is intended to ensure that the knowledge gained during the 5-day program does not remain within the training room but is taken back into communities through local trainers and community leaders. The partnership is focused on moving communities from awareness to action and from response to prevention by strengthening leadership, illustration, cooperation, and community protection mechanisms. Participants also received certificates of participation in recognition of their commitment to the program. The organizers expressed appreciation to the Catholic Diocese of Kundiawa and Voice Inc. for their collaboration, as well as to all facilitators, institutions, and community representatives who contributed to the success of the program. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
The launch of digital transformation today at the Port Moresby Business College signifies the beginning of a new chapter towards modernized education system.
Speaking at the event, Port Moresby Business College Council member Dr. Olubenga Ige said the transition from manual to a digital learning system represents a new standard in today's education system.
On 1st July 2026, the Vinewood University unveiled our new institutional website. So we are at an era in PNG where we are experiencing a wave of digital transformation. And upon this, we cannot afford, to be left behind.
The modern education system is a way of doing everything online. Dr. Olubenga explained the new system and highlighted some of the processes that will be made simpler through digital transformation.
On this new website, you can apply, to enroll and pay at home basic, meaning all the parents had copy of admission forms. We have put it online. It's now placed online. You can apply, for admission-related formalities using the new website.
The transition being undertaken will bring more benefit to the college. Mr. Loni Baki also highlighted the benefits of the transition as he delivered his keynote address.
Can it make information more accessible to students? Can it make communication with parents and stakeholders easier? Can it improve the way college engages with the employers? Can it showcase the achievements of its students and graduates? Can it connect alumni back to the institution? Can it provide better access to information about programs, admissions, and opportunities? And can this be the beginning of a broader digital transformation of the college? I believe the answer is yes.
Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
The Oro provincial government has presented a 112,000 kina check to the PNG University of Natural Resources and Environment in the Oro province. This fund will support the students with their tuition fees.
Representing Governor Gary Jofa in presenting the check, OPG's Education Sector Chairman Sheldon Dilala notes the province has made significant achievement in increasing tertiary spaces.
On behalf of Governor, advised that we've been supporting various institutions in the province, not just this one, but we've had our new Teachers College, the Modewa Institute, which we've been also funding scholarships for those students, and also St. Margaret's. Now, as a small province, it's been a struggle for us to create tertiary spaces, and I'm very happy to say that right now we have increased those tertiary spaces to over 100, and that in itself is a major accomplishment for our province.
This funding is an ongoing support to the OPG Tertiary Student School Fee Assistance Scheme.
It shows the Oro provincial government's continued commitment to educating our children, but especially educating them in this province. And it is the desire of our government, of our governor, that we continue to create more tertiary spaces in this province so that our kids will have better access to tertiary education.
Newly appointed Director of UNRE for Oro Campus called on the provincial DDAs and government for support in other priority areas of the school.
This is the only university that is situated in the southern region, and fortunately it's on Oro land. So that's our extended request to the Governor's Office to look at ways to support us.
Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, UNRE in the Oro province has appealed to the provincial government to be timely with the tuition fee support, stating that several students have returned home due to school fee constraints.
The school advised that the government must look at the timeline of school fee payment schedule and pay early to avoid students returning home after setting foot on campus. Director of UNRE campus in Oro further noted that local students make up the number of student population as there is less intake of students from other provinces.
Address this through the means of marketing. We should go out and do more marketing. So students in the other provinces will also know that we offer this program. And in that way, I believe we can be able to attract a lot of students from the outside, maybe Central Province, schools in NCDC, schools in the Momasa region, schools in the New Guinea Islands. That's one of the ways that we could go about in doing that.
Dr. Orakowi further highlighted the need for modern infrastructures on the campus.
It's a institution that has been running for a while, not the university on the university status, but in the previous years it was a college. Then it changed its status to certain level, and then now we are into the status of university. We also look at recruiting staff or recruiting academics to come in and be part of our university. There are quite a number of challenges that we have, but we just started, And as usual, we will see a lot of challenges, and we will have to work with the challenges to see how best we can be able to come up with proper planning and better solutions for our schools.
Meanwhile, Dr. Orakoe said his plans for the UNRE campus comes in 4 categories corresponding to the need of the school, and he would like to see them come into fulfillment accordingly. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja na? Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Hilton Port Moresby.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes. Everything's alright. Alright with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The Mount Hagen Eagles have booked their spot in the semi-finals with an impressive 21-14 win, eliminating the Port Moresby NCDC Vipers in the PNG NRL competition over the weekend at the Santos National Football Stadium.
The Eagles came from behind and secured a fantastic 21 points to 14 win against Vipers, who opened the match strongly with a try a few minutes into the first half through Manasseh Watt and a successful conversion by Jeremiah Ben. Wipers kept their defense tight, refusing the Eagles to get to the try line. However, after repeatedly attacking the Wipers side, the Eagles broke through the Wipers defense, securing the equalizer minutes before halftime to Sakia's Komati. The Wipers tried maintaining their strong performance in the second half, securing a try with a successful conversion and a penalty goal, raising their points to 14. However, Eagles took over the lead as they moved past to 21 points with 2 tries and a penalty goal. The Eagles secured the victory and a pass to semi-finals to face the Rabal Gurias this coming weekend. Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sport.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Years ago, Dated PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Dated PNG.
Sport is one thing that can give kids direction and keep us out of troubles.
Sport is more than just a game. It's passion, it's pride, it's community. Every week we bring you highlights, the heat and the heart of the game.
Very special representing our country.
Big plays, big personalities and big moments. If it's making headlines and it's making history, it's on Sports Scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You're watching Trukai Sports. International Cricket Council match referee Kent Hannam has praised Cricket Papua New Guinea, the facilities at Amini Park, and the professionalism of the national teams following the successful Thailand women's tour of Papua New Guinea from the 10th to the 17th of August 2026.
Referee Kent Hannan, an experienced ICC match referee from Australia, was part of the match officials for the Thailand's women's tour, which included 2 T20 internationals and a 3-match ODI series at Amini Park in Port Moresby. Reflecting on the series, Hanan says the playing conditions prepared by Cricket PNG's ground staff were of a high standard, providing competitive conditions for both teams. He says the pitches produced good cricket throughout the series, with consistent bounce and that allowed players to play a wide range of shots. Hanan says that despite the result, the match provided highly competitive cricket and demonstrated the quality of the playing conditions in Port Moresby. The ICC match referee also highlighted PNG's long-standing connections with cricket. Cricket PNG Board Chairman Michael Harrison says the positive feedback from Hanan reflects the organization's continued commitment to delivering quality international cricket and creating a professional environment for visiting teams, officials and players. Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sport.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes. Everything's alright. Alright with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Get twice the data with Telecom. Enjoy bonus double data from Thursday to Saturday on selected plans. You get twice the data at the same price. For instance, for 5 Kina, you get 6 gigabytes valid for 1 day. And that's more data for you to stream videos and play your online games. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk to top up and get your double data. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good.
Ready for the world, so is your Visa Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new Visa Visa card.
Serving for over 25 years, the International Training Institute (ITI) is one of the leading higher education institutes accredited by DIAS. We offer diploma in business management, business accounting, marketing management, small-medium business management, human capital management, information communication technology, and tourism and hospitality management courses.
Download our application from our website and apply now for July intake 2026 and February intake 2027. Application is open for July intake. ITI, investing in quality and affordable education for your future.
I'm Martha. Join me every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for Goodman Fielder International Sky Time. The cooking show where we inspire you to create simple and delicious meals using ingredients available near you. Plus, we have talented chefs and cooks joining us throughout the year, sharing their own delicious creations. Remember, that's every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City partly cloudy, Daru partly cloudy with chances of brief showers, Kerma partly cloudy then brief showers, Alatau partly cloudy with chances of brief showers, and Popondetta mostly fine.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Tuesday, the 25th of August, 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.